Hello you guys, this is Mrs. McBride speaking, and I want to talk to you about how to use your calculator and your iPhone to calculate pH and hydrogen ion concentrations for the acid-base unit. Now, if you have your problem, let's say you are trying to find the pH, and it says what is the pH of a solution when the hydrogen concentration is 1.6 times 10 to the negative fourth molarity. Now, these problems I have gotten out of your notes, so you can actually look at your notes. If you are using a regular scientific calculator, like this one, the one that we often used in class, then you are going to follow the equation as it is. The equation for pH is negative log hydrogen ion concentration. So we're going to start off right here at the very beginning. So I'm going to zoom in so that you can see which buttons I'm actually pushing in. But we're going to start off with the negative log right here. Okay, so we're going to put in our calculator, we're going to press the negative sign right here. Don't use the minus sign, but we're going to use the negative, and then log is right here. This log button is right underneath second. It's right here, negative log, and then you would simply put inside the parentheses the hydrogen ion concentration that you're given. In this case, it is 1.6 second E negative 4. Because you guys, this is times 10, remember to put the E button. You don't have to close the parentheses, but it's always good practice to close the parentheses. And now all you need to do is simply press enter. You should get about 3.8 as your answer, and that's what we have gotten. This is, if you are on the other hand, you guys, using your iPhone calculator, then you are going to turn it horizontally, get to the calculator mode, and turn it horizontally. Once you turn it horizontally, the calculator, you are going to be now putting in the actual calculation. Start off with the hydrogen ion concentration right there. So you're going to start off with 1.6. Now, instead of putting times 10 in your calculator, let me see, in your calculator, rather than putting times 10, you're going to press this E button. So go ahead and press it, and then all you need to do is write your exponents. So it's negative 4. Okay, press enter, and that should give you standard notation for the hydrogen ion concentration. Now all you have to do for the log is right here, there's log 10. So go ahead and press log 10, and you should be able to get that. Realize, you guys, that your answer, the answer that's given on your calculator, has a negative sign, but you are not going to put that negative sign there. Okay, so don't put that negative sign there. Your answer is going to be just 3.8, okay, without the negative sign. If you want to do, now, on the other hand, if you are given hydrogen ion concentration, but you are asked to find the pH, of the solution, then you would do the inverse of it. You would do the other function. So going back to using the calculator, if I have my calculator right here, my equation that I normally use is right here. Hydrogen ion concentration is equal to 10. Now this 10 is actually the inverse log minus pH. Okay, minus pH is actually the exponent that you have for the inverse log. So when we're actually putting it into the calculator, and again, if you're looking at this, the right here written in blue are the exact numbers that you would punch into the calculator. So in a regular scientific calculator, and I'll zoom in so that you can see what's going on. You're going to put in, turn it on, and then you're going to press this time right above this log button. Notice that there's 10x. That's what you want. So in order to get that on the screen over here, you're going to press second log. And when you do that, you do get 10 with a caret sign, parentheses, open parentheses. Now you're simply, inside the parentheses, simply going to write the pH value, but don't forget to include that negative sign. So it's negative is down here, negative 6.7. 6.7. Okay, you don't have to close the parentheses, but it's always good practice. So when you do, this is the answer that you get. Okay, if you're not happy with this answer, you guys, because this is in standard notation, you can always convert it into scientific notation. And the way you would is by going to second DRG. Remember, flow stands for standard notation, but you want to get to scientific notation. So use this arrow and go to scientific notation. Now press enter. And now your answer is in scientific notation. It's 1.99 times 10 to the -7th power. But of course, you can always round that 1.99 to 2.0 times 10 to the -7th molarity. Now this is using your regular blue scientific calculator. If you have your cell phone and you want to use your cell phone and calculator instead, it's also still pretty easy to use. And in this case, what you are going to do, you guys, is that, I'm trying to get away from the light here. Okay, so what you're going to do is first you're going to start off. Remember that your equation is 10 to the negative pH. So you're going to actually start off with the negative pH. You're going to start off with the negative pH over here. Okay, so we're going to start off. The value we're given for this problem, and for the problem that we have, is the pH is 6.7. So we're going to put in the negative pH value in our calculator. Okay, so press this negative button right up here and then 6.7. Okay, now that you have negative 6.7, now that you have that negative value, to do the inverse log, you're going to press the button that's right above log. That's 10 to the x. Go ahead and press that just like on your calculator. And once you do, you now have the hydrogen ion concentration. Notice the hydrogen ion concentration. You can always convert, you guys, to scientific notation on your calculator, but the answer is close to 2.00 times 10 to the -7th. This is using your iPhone to calculate hydrogen ion concentrations. I hope this worked for you. If you need any more help, let me know in the discussions or send me an email, and I'd be more than happy to answer your questions or make a follow-up video. Thanks.